All right, good morning, everybody. Got 3 trades in the video today. Hello, my name is Justin. Most people call me GDT. If you're new here, please make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. 3 trades for you in this one. And, what a frustrating day it was today. We're going to break it down in this video. Let's go, let's trade. Okay, so first trade of the day was right here out of the opening gates on LI, and this was actually the good trade from the day. And it's popping up here. You can see it hitting on the scanner below me. I'm going to go ahead and front run the $21 hold number just because it's made a pretty big move already. So I'm in here short 200 shares at 20.90, and I'll be looking to add in as per my plan. If you guys don't know what my strategy is, make sure you check out a video in the channel homepage. There's a bunch of videos there, including one about my strategy. So it's popping up further here. I'm going to go ahead and add in here 200 more shares at 21.24. So now I have 400 shares short, average of 21.07, and we're going to see what it does. So just kind of sitting and waiting now. This thing's either going to come back down under the 21s or it's going to push up through the 21.50s, and I'm going to be looking for another add here. So it starts pushing up higher. Can it get up through the 21.50s? It's up through. It starts hesitating. I actually put my order out here. You can see it at 21.50 for 400 shares. I did not get a fill there initially, so I decided to go ahead and cancel that order out, because now if it comes back up, I'm going to look to see if I can get a little bit higher, because if it hit that spot, I don't want to take it at that spot as it comes back up. I want to try and get a bit higher here now as it moves further up. So watching it here on LI, seeing what it can do, and just kind of sitting and waiting. So it's still up here towards the highs. It starts pushing up a little bit higher here. Can we get up further through the 60s? There's through the 60s. I go ahead and add in 400 shares there in the 60s. I now have 800 shares short at an average of 21.38 here on LI, and I've still got some more shares to go if I want here, but a few minutes goes by. I almost added again up over the 22s. I ended up not doing it. So a couple minutes goes by and I put 600 of the shares out here at 21.30. Probably really should have put them down a little bit lower below the first ad there in hindsight, but you know, hindsight's hindsight. So I've got 600 out here at 21.30. Also accidentally put all 200 out there at 20.15. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out after I get the fill there at 21.30 for the 600, and then I'm going to replace it with what I meant to do, which was the 100 shares that I meant to put out at 21.15. So I'm out 600, got 200 left, got an order out for 100 of them at 21.15. I get the fill there at 21.15, and I'm down to 100 shares, and now I'm going to look to piece this 100 shares out a bit further as it goes. I'll be looking to get another 50 if we can get down under 21 here. So looking for a move down under 21, seeing if I can get that here on LI and try and, you know, make at least a little bit of money on this. And it wasn't a perfect clean trade, but still be able to make a little bit of money here. Here it comes under 21. Go ahead and click the button. I'll get another 50 shares off right there. I've got 50 shares left at 21.67, and I wanted to leave those just in case you could see how much room it still got down to the previous breakout zone. So I wanted to leave at least some shares in case it wanted to do it. But a couple minutes goes by and I'm watching it here at 21, and it looked like from what the chart was doing is if it didn't break 21 nicely here, this was probably where it was going to do a little bounce back up to the upside. So I watch it here. It doesn't break 21. It starts coming back up a little bit, and that's when I decide to just close the trade out. And I'm all out there for $100 basically here on LI, and that did end up being the bottom of this pullback on LI. So overall, traded this one decently, but we'll see what the rest of the day brings. So the next trade that was up on the list was BABA. It wasn't really hitting on the scanner. It was maybe up to the 10s, but you know, this is kind of a combination of it's an okay move, and I'm just really tired of not trading lately. So I go ahead and start it here with small size at 86.26. Short on BABA, and we'll see what it can do. So gonna look to add in some more if it gets up through like 86.60, that kind of area. So watching it here as it makes a bit move higher. There it's up. I get at 86.71. I now have 200 shares short at an average of 86.49. Would love to see a big move back down towards 86 here on BABA, but we'll wait and see what it does. It's just, you know, a matter of time. It's not the greatest chart in the world if you're looking at it. It doesn't look anything like that LI chart looked. It's much more condensed, much more less FOMO-y, much more less intense, but still thought it had some potential overall. So I'm in it here short, and we'll see what it can do. Waiting for it to come down, trying to get 75% off here, at least under my first position. So I'm watching it here. It's getting close. Can we get down under? I take it pretty much right at it. I thought I was getting a little bit under, but it was a little bit too fast there for my market order. So I'm out 150 of the shares there with a small gain, and I've still got 50 shares left. It's once again same thing as LI. Got a bunch of room to the downside. If those 50 shares can go down to the previous breakout point, I can make some good money with just those 50 shares, but I gotta wait and see what it does. And unfortunately, this is where the money making ended on the day for me. You can see it just kind of starts grinding higher here, and for whatever reason, I decided I want to be really stubborn with this one today. Justin, let's go ahead and just get stubborn. So I add 50 shares back in here. Now I have 100 shares short at an average of 87.08, which honestly is not that horrible of a move here, but it's got to be kind of a right or a right out type deal. And you can see what it does here. Kind of goes sideways for a while. And I'm watching Billy at the same time, which is same market, Chinese sector, and Billy starts breaking out to new highs here. Meanwhile, the market was making a big move to the downside, so I decided to cover it out there at literally the last potential worst second possible, because immediately after I covered it out, this thing comes straight down, comes back down and breaks down under 87, gets down to 86.50, which we're not going to see in the video, but that was literally the worst last second cover I could have possibly chosen here in Baba, and as it is, I'm all out for now, a loss of $33 here. And the bleeding would continue as cold pops up later in the day. I've traded cold a bunch of times. It's a natural gas ETF, but generally it moves pretty well. But because it is that natural gas ETF, I wanted to be a little cautious with it. So as it's popping here, I get started 100 shares short at 14. And I'm going to look to see what it does. It starts making a nice secondary pop here. I add in there now 200 shares short at 14.15. And really where I went wrong on this one was I didn't get that final add as it went up through 14.15. And then I waited a long time because I didn't get that final add. I waited as it came back up through the previous kind of resistance highs there. I got stopped out for a $56 loss. I was trying to hold for the break of 14 to the downside. Just didn't want to come. And, you know, sometimes that's what happens. So a frustrating day. After all of that, I'm up $9. So after commissions, I'll probably be up like $4. And that was a lot of trading for $4. But, you know, that's how it's going to be sometimes. And it's the last day of November. So at least with that $4, that means I've had an all green day month. No red days. I've had red trades here or there, but no red days overall in November. Wasn't anything huge, but you know, I will take it, especially with the type of market that we're in right now with how slow everything is. I'll take that and move on to December, and hopefully December will pick things up a little bit. Not really too optimistic about it just because we got more holidays, we got more bad news on the horizon we're going into. Everybody seems to think a recession is coming. Stocks are at all-time lows on volumes as we're trading throughout the day, so we'll see how it goes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'll see you later.